Alright everybody, today's video is day 8 of the 25 days of Christmas, and as you can see I have the Merry Christmas mold with the antlers. Oops, sorry, I have a cat hair up there again. And I want a definition between the antlers and the words. So what I plan on doing here is grabbing up my UV resin, and I got batteries finally for my little light here, and I'm going to create a dam in between the antlers and the word. So let's see how we can get that going, huh? And I do not want to, of course, damage or freeze up the UV resin in the bottle. So I'm going to grab a little thing here. Well, I thought I had a clean one. I know I had one. Yes. We're going to grab that up, and I'm going to pour some UV into it. Oh my goodness. I will pour a little bit because, well, a little bit more than a little bit, because I need to build dams. And I'll have to have this out of the way of the UV light, so I'm going to sit it down right in front of me to keep it away from the light. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this easily. So I'm just going to pick up some of this resin up on to the spatula and drop it right here in this channel. Spread it side to side and cure. Okay, I see an area that I missed. Now we're just going to go right on top of that. And keep curing as we go. Now, of course, I do not want you to have to sit through this entire process, because this is going to take a few minutes for having to build the dam. I have to do it there, and I have to do it on that side there. I decided that I wanted these bulbs in here to make it even more Christmassy. The antlers are getting blocked off because I want that beautiful bronze put into it. And the rest of this is going to be clear and glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause while I finish building this little dam. Alright, both dams have been created. I am going to stick them on a UV lamp excuse the hiccups, curing, so that they are thoroughly cured. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some bronze. I've mixed up 100 ml, 50 ml of each, A and B. I am not too sure how much can go. Well, maybe I should not do the bronze just yet. Let's go ahead and do the glitters. I also found my base fillers and decided that the base fillers kind of needed to be added as well to give a little bit more color here and there. Some of the beads managed to get into one area, so I'm going to just move them around. I might have to take some out a little bit here and place them over into areas that's a little bit more sparse, but I don't know, I think I'm just going to be good to go with this. Let's get some sparkle added. And I do want to tint this as well, just a little bit so it's easier to see the sparkle. So we're going to go ahead and put some of that beautiful holographic glitter in it. Just a little though. Now we're going to put some of that really pretty blue. It's like a smoky blue. We don't want it overpowering. Going to add some of the green. After all, this is a Christmas project. Let's get a little bit of every color of Christmas in it. Got to have that gorgeous red. Whoa! And I hope I keep dropping it. Thankfully, it wasn't open yet. Don't want the red to overpower everything else. Now, non-traditional, I'm going to go for a little bit of purple. It's basically more like a lavender. And this is probably going to cross your minds that, oh my gosh, that's all going to clash. Well, it could possibly, but here comes some gold. We're going to throw in some silver as well. Okay, that is a little bit of everything. So we're going to call this the stew pot version. Get that mixed down in there some. Get it off the side so it actually incorporates down in. I did not add any chunky glitter. Because the baubles that are in it already will be chunky enough. Alright, now to decide the tint. Well, I'm going to say we're going to go with a hint of red. Because the antlers are going to be brown. So just a little drop. Just like that. And that's, of course, the HTV Rot alcohol ink. Now that that's spread on top there and dissipating some. A lot of that ink's probably going to stick to the side of the cup. So I will get that very small hint. I'm doing this in a paper cup so that I can squeeze and control better. Excuse me. Alright, let's see how this goes. Now remember, it looks redder because it's in a deep situation. Once this is poured, and this is going to be difficult because I have to get it started at first and then work it around. Whoops. It doesn't help when you hit the side of the mold. And of course, when you go and do that, now remember, both words are interconnected. So everything will shift down where it needs to go. The only part that is not getting any is the areas where the bulbs are blocking it. And that is why I created the dams, so that it would not get up there into the antlers. And the little balls are unfortunately lifting, but that's all right, because the glitter will probably sink and cause that issue there. Alright, let's see, get some more in this little dammed off area. Now if there's not enough, I will go ahead and cure it anyway. And once it's cured, I will do a clear coat on the back. And it looks like I've got everywhere I need to go. And yes, I will put a clear coat on the back. So 100 mil is not enough. Probably could have gone like 120 mil and had better luck. Now I'm going to use this cup again, just to go ahead and make some more. I'm going to put you on pause while I make some more to fill in the antlers. Now I'm pretty sure that those antlers are not going to take 100 mil, so I will leave clear and just kind of pour in here, and then I'll just keep going until it's done. How's that? I got a mold just in case I make too much. Back in a few. Okay, everybody. I went ahead and finished filling the back of this with clear. So now all I need to do is put some mica in to the leftover resin. I made another 100 mil, 50 and 50. And I'm hoping that I do have enough to fill the antlers. Even if I have a little bit left over, you know, I do have the orb here. So we're going to put probably not as much as I did the last time around, because that was quite a bit. And I don't think it was necessary. I think it was a lot of overkill on it. Excess, okay. That way maybe YouTube won't hit me on a violation of whatever community rule. You don't know what to say on YouTube anymore or anywhere else, because they violate you for everything, even though it's a standard saying, standard expression, or excessiveness, which of course could be said about YouTube as well. Let's try to get all the powder incorporated this time. I do like this bronze. It is fabulous. Just the right amount of brown. Excuse me. Frogs crawling into my throat again. Okay, I still see some there. Can't see the side away from me. That's looking pretty good. It's still very opaque with a slight bit of transparency. But it doesn't seem to want to be mixing thoroughly. Don't want to mix too many bubbles in, but it is what it is, what it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour half and half of the antlers so that I can go ahead and run the rims for bubbles. I'm going to only pour from one spot for the moment. Oops, I'm running down the side here. Let's see if we can wipe that off before it gathers and gets on the clear. Okay, got that wiped. Get another paper towel. Okay, let's make sure that this gets into all the crevices. Now I'll take my little tool and go ahead and go around all the rim, all the edges. Make sure there's no trap bubble. I'm sorry, my hand's causing a shadow. Let's see if we can get some light filtered in from the other side there. And of course I want to make sure in the area where I have the UV resin so that there's no trap bubbles there. Alright, that should be good right there. And get that wiped off. We'll get the rest of that poured in. And yes, I am doming so that I don't have too many rough edges to have to worry about. Let it fill in a little at a time. Okay, I'll let it settle so I can see where I need it at. Let's go with this one some more. Let that one settle again. I can see that needs just a little bit more, and that's it. So that it's very healthy domed. I really love this color. And I don't particularly like brown. It's definitely not one of my favorite colors. Alright, that one is very well domed. This one just needs a little bit more. My level checker took off to the front room. Now I have to watch and make sure it's not going to breach anywhere. And it looks like it's going to try right there. So I have to pull some more of that out. Let's see, let's go with the spoon end of this. Scoop it backwards. This side here is doing just wonderfully. And this one keeps trying to breach, so I'm going to pull it back this way a little and come into the deep area to scoop, and I just went over the side. Alright, that should keep it from breaching, because now it is actually under here a little bit. So I might come back a little bit later and try to top it with some clear, or I can go ahead and just remove some of this as well. So I'll move the cup a little closer, scoop some more out, and remember, all of this leftover is going to go into that orb. So approximately I did total of 200 mil, and it seems I've maybe used 160 mil. So there's about 40 mil left in this cup. So for all you out there wondering how much to make for this particular mold, it would be about 140 mil. So 70 of A and 70 of B. Of course, if you make a little bit over and you got a spare mold, then you've got a bonus, right? So let's go ahead and fill this in. I'll put my timer on for another 2 hours. And I'll be back. Alright, this has been actually curing for about 4.5 hours. Total. The first cure, and then for the antlers and the top coat. So, I'm going to begin the demolding process. I will show you that it is still quite bendy. So the demolding process is going to take a little bit of time. And if you don't want to see the whole demolding process, all you need to do is put your settings to whatever faster speed you want. I probably won't be speaking too much from this point on, because I'll be concentrating on trying to get this mold released from the product. I'll show you the antlers. They are still quite a little bit bendy. So this is going to be a delicate, slow process. It is quite cooled down. It's probably going to take another 24 hours to cure the rest of the way, which is alright. My only concern is getting to the point where the UV resin was made to dam the two sections. So I'm going to go as easy as I can so I don't break it apart. you hear noises in the background, it's because my husband is finishing up his shower because he has to go in early to work in the morning. Now I could wait till this fully cures, but my camera would be involved during that time, and I would not be able to record any more videos until at such point that it was done, that this video gets done. Sorry, I have it a little close to me, trying to control the bendies. It doesn't seem to be too difficult to demold. Just if you have time to let your resin cure completely, you're better off. And it looks like I've got it freed up. Let's just pull it off the antlers a little bit better here. And the mold is gone. Out of the way. Alright, I'm going to get it up close enough, and let's turn it over. Oh, excuse my froggy throat. I'm actually impressed with this. I love that little space here where I had extra UV resin get down in there, because it gives the antler a little bit more character. Checking for bubbles. There weren't any on top, but I'm sure there's going to have to be something on the bottom, because I did not use my intelligence and try to go around the edges on the bottom, the basing of the mold itself. A couple little areas of overpour, but those are easily remedied. I see bubbles in this S. There is a bubble here and a bubble here and one here. Couple here. A little rough edge right there. Bubble there. And in the S, let's see if I can pick that one piece off real fast. And that one. In the S, there is a bubble here, 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 and here. So not so bad with not having run a tool along the bottom there. So, okay, let's see if we can get a better picture of this. I don't know if the black background would look good with that, but let's give it a try. Not really. You can't even really see the letters at that point. So a white background or a lighter background would work better. But there's the point. Merry Christmas. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I'm going to go ahead and end it here and let you know that I will be immediately processing it to YouTube for upload to be released probably around 1 o'clock in the morning. It's going to depend on how long this video takes to upload. Sometimes videos the same length will take an hour, sometimes they'll take 2. So we'll see what happens. Alright, thank you for watching. If you liked it, thumbs up. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. You are going to be experiencing some of my ups and downs. You know, life in how it is. I welcome any and all new comments, and I would like to really especially thank all my longtime viewers and subscribers. And so yes, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, didn't like, etc. And share. Alright everybody, peace out.